Right guys, we're here at Glen Cullen. As you can see, it's quite a rural farm-like area. It's also home to the Johnnie Fox's pub, which is one of the highest pubs here in Dublin. And it's quite a stunning view, as you can see out here. It takes about a 30 to 40 minute drive from the main part of Dublin itself, but you can also get involved with a bit of pitch and putt, a bit of golfing, and enjoy some of the stunning views. So this is Glen Cullen, as mentioned. You know, lots going on here. Just very picturesque, quite high up itself. And we're going to find out a little bit more about the mini golf. See, I don't know if it's mini golf. I think it's actual golf. See how that goes. And then of course head over to Johnnie Fox's to, you know, see how the area is there. So let's have a kind of quick look, see how things are, and we'll be back shortly to give you a bit of an update. Thanks. Right guys, we're here at Pitch and Putt. Start of a very big long course, as you can see here. We're here with a larger group that are also playing, as you can see, and it seems like it's great fun, you know. This is Glen Cullen, as mentioned. Pitch and Putt, it leads on to Johnnie Fox's. It's one of the highest areas in Dublin, so you're getting a nice breeze that's coming through here. You're probably getting a coach or a taxi, you know, see if he taxis up here. The other side of the course itself is, you know, it's pretty farmy, you know, lots of animals, etc. And then towards the back end, you know, we're at the start of the course. We'll see how it all goes. We'll check back in throughout the course itself. This is really designed for those that are not full-time professionals, just for a bit of fun. So we'll check back in shortly. Thanks, Eddie. Right guys, so we're here at Pitch and Putt. We're on the third part of the course. It's a nice little setup, you know, you see some of the shots here, beautiful backdrop, pretty accessible for some of the more you know, non-golfer type of people like myself. And it's really just a great bit of fun activity for everyone to get involved in. If you're playing as a group, be mindful that you often have to wait for the next group to finish ahead of you, just for safety reasons. But it's just really idyllic, you know, lots going on around here in terms of the nature, the beauty. And you know, I'm not a golfer myself, but I've hit a few good shots. People are telling me that I should consider a golf career. Probably won't, but having good fun. So we'll keep you posted on how it goes. But it just seems everyone's there for a real good time. That's what we're seeing. Check out soon, guys. Thanks. Right, guys, here still at Pitch and Putt, giving you a quick snapshot. Some of the beautiful scenery that's out here. You know, this is a golf course we really recommend. It seems like people are really enjoying. People are having good fun. It's pretty difficult at times. We're going to have a quick look at one of the shots that's going to happen now. So let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what's going on. We've got some competitors down there that really want to show off. Unfortunately, they don't know how to play golf, but you might see them on YouTube at some point. They say that they're quite professional. We're not quite sure. Let's have a quick look at this shot here, though.
What's up?
Coming straight from Greece, and it's not a bad shot. We see a decent shot coming off there. If the ball goes missing, it goes missing. Right, guys, we'll be back shortly. But watch out, there's some dangerous players out there, so watch out. Right, guys, we're back here. We're heading through the course. As you can see, stunning views of Dublin as a whole. A real chance to take in what this beautiful city has to offer. Yes, it's got the city area. Yes, it's got the bustling nightlife, but it's also got the country. It's got the beautiful small locations where you can just take a step back and enjoy nature. You can also find great food, great people, very hospitable. This Dublin city is a place we really recommend. You know, we were over in Norfolk a little while ago, and I had a great vibe, but people just seem to be generally happier. Even down in Turkey, being in Dubai, I just sense that there's a real calmness about Dublin that, you know, should really be appreciated. So if you're thinking about a short trip, an hour away from, you know, the UK, get a Ryanair flight for maybe less than £20, this is one of the destinations we'd recommend. And like I said, you know, for less than £20 Ryanair, get yourself out here. Hotels are pretty expensive. You know, I think hotels are coming in at around about 100 plus euros per night. But if you're not, you know, if you don't want to stay too close to the main city, you're probably able to get something cheaper. And then, of course, very accessible to places like Cork, Galway, 2 to 3 hours by car. And then, of course, Limerick as well. Northern Ireland has the Game of Thrones setting as well. So you've got a lot going on here in Dublin. We've spoken to a lot of the locals and they love it here. So if you're thinking about Dublin, this video hopefully gives you a good idea of everything that it's got to offer. We'll be back shortly, guys. Take care. Right, guys, we're back here on the golf course. I want to give you a quick snapshot of how difficult this golf course is. It's not easy. It's about 19 rounds. And, you know, for those that, like myself, aren't great hill climbers, we just recommend just wear some comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing. Let's have a look at this next shot out here. It's going to be taken. You know, and like I said, the difficulty level here, when we first came, we thought was pretty easy, but progressively it gets harder and harder. Balls get lost in the bushes. Just be aware. Some people are saying it's €5 if you do lose a ball. We're not sure if that's true, but just be aware of that all. So, as mentioned, you know, mini golf, not even mini golf, golf itself here in Dublin, pretty fun activity, something to keep you occupied. We'll check back in shortly, guys. Thanks. Summarising from Glen Cullen pitch and putt. You know, we've had a really good 18 courses out here. It's been great fun, pretty adventurous in terms of the landscape. Lots of up and down on the hills, lots of, you know, different kind of types of holes to hit. Just a great course all round for someone that's either a novice, starting off a beginner, and even, you know, we're seeing quite a few kind of more serious players coming out with their golf kit. So it could be a good day, bit of family fun. And as mentioned, it's a Glen Cullen pitch and putt. It's located nearby to, I guess, what is some of the highest parts of Dublin. There's a whole sort of car park, but you could get a taxi out here. 25 minutes from the centre of Dublin on a day with no traffic. A bit of traffic, you're looking at about 45 minutes. Staff are pretty friendly. We're going to head in, sit down, see what else is here, and then we'll be back shortly. Thanks, guys. Right, guys, we're here at Johnnie Fox's, what is proposed to be the highest pub in Dublin. It's got a real historical feel to it. You know, it's a bit of a walk down from the pitch and putt. We recommend you know, taking your time as you head down. It's pretty much downhill across the way, and you can see, you know, there's a lot of old architecture here. We've spoken to some of the staff here, and they talked a bit about the history of the sort of Easter Rising and how some of the individuals involved were actually persecuted here. But as you can see out in the background, this just transports you to a different time, a different part of society. It's pretty accessible via the road itself, but there's also ways in which you can just head down here. I think there is a public transport option, or get a taxi itself. So now, as you can see here, pretty classical design. Got an old school car as well, and the design is pretty much based on, I guess, the history of this region, this cafe itself. Inside there's live music, lots of good food going on as well. So somewhere we'd recommend having a quick look at if you get the chance. And there you go, established in 1798. If you're looking for a day out for, you know, a bit of golf, pitch and putt, Glen Cullen pitch and putt is the place to be. You finish it off with an evening at the Johnnie Fox's. You know, when you talk about Irish pubs, they often have, you know, very similar features, standard features. But here, you know, you're seeing a lot more. You're seeing real history of Dublin. You know, you've got the Lucky Mountain wishing well. You've got what seems to be some form of engineering tool, and then you've just got a classic design throughout. So something we'd highly recommend. We've just got here a short while ago, so lots of seating and a chance to really step away after the golf. Catch you guys shortly. Right guys, here in Johnnie Fox, just having a quick look around. It's a real classical feel to the venue. I think 1798 is what they're proclaiming. There's a lot going on in here. Bit of live music there. Bit of live music. Got some old rail maps, old kind of architecture. There's a lot going on here. Let me just head on through here. And it's not super busy, you can kind of head outside as well. Got this old style of architecture. So yeah, Johnnie Fox is here out in Dublin, out in the countryside. Have a you know, if you get a chance to get out here, have a chance to kind of explore the countryside. You know, even if you don't drink, etc., maybe a chance to enjoy the culture, and of course enjoy the scenic views that are out here as well. So hopefully this has given you some insight into Dublin, and we'll catch you shortly. Thank you everyone.